Hi, I'm Katherine Mariaca-Sullivan, and this is Planet Funeral TV. And in this episode, I'd like to talk a little bit about saving money on funerals. Now, some people might consider that a tacky subject because so many times we correlate how much money we spend with how much we love someone, and that is as true when somebody dies as when they're living. But I want to tell you that the two have nothing to do with each other. The amount of money you spend on a funeral has nothing to do with how much you loved your loved one, how much you miss your loved one. And unfortunately, if you disagree with me, if you overspend, you can get yourself into some serious financial troubles, and I don't want that to happen. So I've got a whole series of short videos to help you figure out ways to save some money, and this is the first of them. And in this episode, I'm going to be talking a little bit about something called the funeral rule. Now, the funeral rule, it was enacted in the United States in the 60s and then updated in the 90s, and it is meant to protect consumers from funeral industry providers who might be a little bit more interested in their bottom lines than in doing the best for the family involved. So the funeral rule, it's a very extensive piece of law, and it's overseen by the Federal Trade Commission. But in a nutshell, one of the things it does for you, the consumer, is it requires that funeral homes, funeral providers, provide you with written, detailed lists and descriptions about their products and services. And they have to provide this to you before showing you any of their products or discussing any of the services. And they have to provide it in writing, or if you decide to call, they have to provide over the phone detailed information about their products and services. Now, how does this help you save money? Quite simply, because you can go through this list of products and services, and you can choose just those services, just those products that you personally are interested in. So for instance, if you don't want your loved one's body embalmed, you don't have to have it. If you would prefer a less expensive casket to a more ornate casket, that's your choice. If you don't want to pay the funeral home to do some of the things you can do, for instance, having an obituary placed in your local newspaper, well, that's one service that you can cut out and you can save a little bit of money. So the number one recommendation I can give you when going to visit or calling funeral homes to ask about their products and services is to make sure that you are provided with a full, detailed, written list. And then, if you do decide to use their products and or services, make sure that the quotation they give you, the final quotation, once you've agreed upon what you're going to purchase, make sure that that conforms with the final bill they give you. They should match 100%. So everything that you agreed upon in your initial meetings and that you have on the quotation, that should be the exact same amount of products and services that you pay for when the final bill comes. Stick around. In the next episode, I'll give you some more ideas for saving money at chronic funeral. I'm Katherine Mariaca-Sullivan. This is Planet Funeral TV. Thank you for stopping by.